This week was a very sad week to be a wrestling fan. First, we lost a legend of Terry Funk. One of the most unselfish wrestlers there ever was. By the time he was officially considered an old man in wrestling, he had accomplished so much. He was a former world's heavyweight champion, back in the territory days. He was world renowned. He'd even been in movies. Non-wrestling fans, most of you will remember him from the movie Roadhouse. But yet he never worried about his spot, but rather getting the next guy over so that there would still be an industry left. Then the very next day we lost someone who is now going to be a legend because we lost him too soon, but was already on their way to legendary status when we lost Wyndham Rotunda, Bray Wyatt. Personally, one of my favorite wrestlers. Been a fan of his ever since he took on the persona of Bray Wyatt, back when he was more portraying a Manson family type of cult leader. But as time went on, he kept reinventing himself and doing it so well. The creative mind behind this man was unbelievable. And at the young age of 36 years old, he passed away. Like I said, very sad week for being a wrestling fan. So as a wrestling fan, I am dedicating this week's Comic Corner to both Terry Funk and Bray Wyatt. Rest in peace. I'm Davey. I'm awesome. And welcome to the Comic Corner, where you guys make comments on my videos and I respond every week. And in between responding to your comments. You know what happens when you eat aluminum foil? You sheet metal. So, kicking it off this week with last week's Comic Corner, no need to thank me. Daniel DeLeon69 commented, no need to thank you. You know what? I changed my mind. Thank me. Then my brother Josh, the film bestie, commented, dude, Jessica Alba and her undies. I can get on with that because even my wife that. Then the film bestie commented, no offense taken. Ouch. Seriously. Ouch. I'm sorry we can't all be those anorexic boy toys from the Hecklering movies. He paid you a compliment, dude. Then a new commenter, Andre Derencourt, commented, already, man? Lol. I had a good moment, man. Well, keep watching. You'll have more. Then Paul Jetto commented, thought I'd check out a few old posts. I'll be catching more. Please do. Then Jay McCool commented, still think you should have included more Nitro. Well, the review's up. Sorry. A nun in a wheelchair is a Virgin Mobile. Then on my Davy's Awesome Stories, the Annoying Customer Playlist, Part 5, Paul Jetto kicked it off with, I had a woman who was so mad at the price hike in hamburger and bread. And somehow the rant about unfair prices circled to how dry she is down below because of menopause. Okay, you got me. Never been through that one. Then Daniel DeLeon69 commented, annoying customers. They're everywhere. Then the film bestie commented, I remember an annoying customer I once had when I worked at Melhaco. Don't want to get sued. This dude came to my drive-thru trying to order a Big Mac. Davey! He just wouldn't stop bugging me for a Big Mac, Davey! Then he laughed like a fool at his pathetic prank, Davey! Why do you keep saying Davey? I didn't do that. Then Jay McCool commented, I've had these happen to me. One time a customer came in with just enough money to buy what he wanted, but since he'd last been there, the price went up. He tried to argue and then put the money down and tried to say that was all he was willing to pay, as if I was going to say, okay, that's fine. No, I just told him, well, it's not enough, so have a good day. You know, I've had that happen to me too. But in my case, the guy put the money on the counter, grabbed the item, saying that was all he was going to pay, and tried to walk out. And we stopped him, but then our boss came in and made us let him go. Because I get it wasn't a lot of money, but I hate when bosses do that because you just made us all look like jerks. I heard a story about a guy who threw a stick so far that it took his dog an hour to bring it back. Seems a little far-fetched.
What?
Then on my Davy's Awesome Wrestling, where I reviewed the WWE documentary DVD. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. Daniel DeLeon69 commented, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. No, it's not. Your name's Daniel DeLeon. Then the film bestie commented, there is plenty to hate for him. I will never forgive him for bringing us Brock Lesnar. There is a special place in heck for him. You realize that was storyline. Like, him and Brock Lesnar didn't even really know each other until they started having him manage Brock Lesnar. Then the film bestie commented, starting a familia? Who calls that the greatest thing? What's so great about starting a family? I'm so alone. Well, this just got very sad. Let's move on. Paul Jetto commented, I was never a fan of Paul Heyman. I did like ECW, though. I've always been a fan of Paul Heyman. Even back when he was Paulie Dangerously. It's just entertaining. Then Jay McCool commented, this week, wrestling lost 2 legends. Terry Funk and my favorite wrestler, Bray Wyatt. Even though I don't watch WWE anymore, I might have started watching again had he returned. The Fiend was my favorite character ever. Rest in peace, Wyndham Rotunda. Well stated. Rest in peace. I bought my wife a metal detector as a present, but she didn't like it. Which I was shocked. She usually likes digging up things from the past. Then on the Brothers Not Lovers episode review, I guess I would call it, where we reviewed the very first episode of the fairy tale theater, The Frog Prince, Paul Jetto commented, I only saw The Princess and the Pea and The Three Little Pigs. I always wanted to see the rest when I was a kid. Like he pointed out, almost all of them are on YouTube. But as a kid, my brother and I, we didn't watch them when they aired on Showtime. We would actually just rent or buy the videos where they'd have a few episodes on them. It was actually a few years ago as an adult when I finally found them all on YouTube that I finally saw all of them. There were a couple I hadn't seen when I was a kid. Then Paul Jetto commented, those Robin Williams jokes were too soon. Well, don't worry, Paul. It'll be alright. Just hang in there. Then the film bestie commented, you turned Ryder Strong Day against me. But I won't be blue. Instead, I'm going to just tell you that I don't care how much money I gotta spend. Gotta get back to my Davy again. Lonely days are gone. I'm going home, my Davy. My Davy just wrote me a letter. Said he couldn't live without me no more. Listen, mister. Can't you see I gotta get back to my Davy once some more? Anyway, yeah, give me a ticket for an aeroplane. Ain't got time to take a fast train. Lonely days are gone. I'm a-going home, my Davy. Just wrote me a letter. Those goosebumps you're feeling will go away soon. Yeah, thanks for dragging that back out. Then J Spud commented, I hope you understand how offensive the Frog Prince is to me. Growing up, many girls were told that I was a prince, and if they kissed me, they'd be rich. Those responses were all the same. They'd rather be living in Gary, Indiana, than to even look at me. My mother used to call me a toad. She tricked a few people into licking my face for psychedelic satisfaction. When said exuberance never culminated, they threw turnip sauce at me. That's like applesauce that tastes like burned rubber and obese tears. My God, my life is just awful. I tried watching some of these fairy tales to cheer myself up, but Nunchucks just got bored and whacked me upside the melon that is my head and woke me up with a kiss that I'm almost certain was her father. I was blindfolded, by the way. A butch voice grabbed my tuchus and called me a good girl. It was awful. It's awful, just like all your comments. Then someone who hasn't commented in a while, Rob Kindler, commented, Thursday morning was so scary. Apparently I had a grand mal seizure while I was sleeping. Fortunately enough, it woke up my wife, who then woke up the rest of the house and got me an ambulance. I spent Thursday and Friday in Renown. I guess you're more likely to die if you have one in your sleep. My wife and my 16-year-old have literally saved my life. Well, I'm glad you're okay. Then Jay McCool commented, so your kids think you guys were Beavis and Butthead? Apparently. I mean, for my brother, that's kind of accurate. He's still basically that. Then Jay McCool commented, I looked these up and yeah, there's a lot of these episodes on YouTube. I'm going to check them out. Be sure you do. You know how an Englishman invites a dinosaur for lunch? T-Rex? So there you have it. That's the Comic Corner this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, make sure to hit like, hit subscribe, hit the little bell so you get notifications when I post new videos, and leave a comment of your own to be in next week's Comic Corner. Rest in peace, Terry Funk and Wyndham Rotunda.